I've spent so much of my adult life going in and out of diets. So just breaking free of that good and bad food, 0 point through 5 points, really thinking about food in the sense of I can have this or I can't have this, or I can have a lot of this because it's 0 points, but I can't have a lot of this because it's 10 points. I mean, doing Weight Watchers for as long as I did, that really had been so ingrained in my head, and thinking that carbs were bad and thinking I needed to cut them out and eat more of the other things. So I think initially it was just relearning what it was like to have a balanced, nutritious meal. I could lose weight if I put my mind to it, right? Like I could cut things out, give up sweets and give up alcohol for a short period of time and lose a ton of weight. But then the second that I stopped following that, the weight would come back on. And if anything, I probably gained more after that because I would just overindulge once I allowed myself to have those things. So I was super frustrated. Like I was cutting too many things out and that wasn't sustainable. And that's when I turned to you because I was like, I need to find the balance. I knew I needed to find the balance, but I couldn't figure it out. Like the last time I tried Weight Watchers, I was like, I can't just give up everything. Like I have to find a way to stick to a diet, but still have the happy things in my life. And that wasn't working for me. So that's when I turned to you because I was like, well, I need somebody to help me figure out what is it that my body needs. And, these diet plans in general, they're one size fits all, but I knew I needed something that was more personalized to me, my activity level, my personal life, my family life, the fact that I sit at a desk for 8 to 10 hours a day. I needed something that was really personalized to me, which is why I had to turn to you. And I'm so glad I did. I think a lot of the things that we worked on actually made my life easier, right? Like when I came to you, I was frustrated with meals and dinners, and I hated meal planning and all of those things. But once I got out of my way and prioritized that, it made my life so much easier. We set our goals every week and we said, okay, these are the simple things to work on. And since they were so simple, I could concentrate on them for me while still doing my 2 jobs and being a mom and a wife and taking care of, all the things. It's not just all about food. It's not just all about exercise. It's not just all about water. It's not just all about sleep. It's not just all about stress. It's all of those things together. So I think for me, while we all want the quick fix, so much of the past 6 months, there's been a whole lot of stuff that's happened and schedule changes and travel, and recognizing that I needed to have a plan and be able to pivot and come back to the plan when needed. I think just over time, recognizing that, okay, like my nutrition was on point this week and my exercise was on point this week, but I was stressed and I didn't sleep. And you're like, okay, well, that makes a difference. And for me, it took a little bit of seeing that happen for that to click. I feel empowered, right? I feel like I know how to make the best decisions for me and my body. I know what makes me feel good and what doesn't make me feel good. And that's not to say I'm perfect by any means. It just feels more natural, right? Like my meal planning is more natural. It's easy for me to figure out what I need to have on my plate to feel like it's a balanced meal and it's going to stick with me. I feel really good in my body and in my clothes. I feel confident in moving forward with all of the tools that you've helped me set up for myself. One of the things too that is huge for me is I would do all these things and I do them really well. And then I'd go on vacation and I'd come back from vacation and I'd be on vacation mode for another 4 months with my food, right? And I've shown myself that I can go and I can really enjoy myself when I'm doing whatever it is, but I can come back on Monday and get right back on schedule. And that's what makes me feel the best. I've proven to myself that I can do it, which I think is a huge tool because for me in the past, that's not how it would go. As somebody that's tried the other approaches, I would say that you may see results, but it's just not long-term. As women, I'm a better mom because I am creating these meals that are better and exposing my girls to more nutritious meals. And I'm a better mom because I'm prioritizing my fitness and my movement throughout the day. And I'm setting an example for them that I don't have to give up things, but I can still have fun. And being a mom, it's just so important to show your kids that you invest in yourself and take care of yourself. And even if you're not a mom, it's just really important to take care of your body. I mean, I think in this COVID world that we've lived in, there's been so much concentration on this virus and what it does. And I just think that it's a time for us to recognize that taking care of our bodies the best way is the best fight against anything. It is an investment, but it is an investment that is so worth it. Whereas I know, like with Weight Watchers, I was paying every month for years. That probably added up to way more than what I ended up paying you, Jenny, right? Like it's just worth it for the long run. The tools that Jenny will help you build are things that you will have forever. There's just something so different about the personalized approach that you have with a nutritionist that you don't have on all these diet plans that are out there. I just appreciate you so much, Jenny. I can't thank you enough. You have been such a great mentor and supporter, never making me feel like, oh, like you shouldn't have had that meal or you should have done something a little different. Instead, on the weeks where I felt like I was having a rough week, you helped me find where I did something better than I would have done before. And that's what makes you so special, Jenny, because you are a bright light. You are always so positive, and I just appreciate you so much.